Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea. Remember, we say pirate dream for when I'm more drunk. Undersea dream, that would be a good one. I know a bit of an Australian accent better. They might. Motherfucking cunt Bogans, yeah?
Shooting. But I know. Didn't ask.
Oh boy, a ninja clip. Exciting. Literally don't even know what the important thing about that clip is. And I feel there probably really isn't anything to write home about, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest with all of you. And yeah, all the settings are good. Let's get the party on the road. So yeah, also since this is a bid war, we got it between Mario Party 3 and Mario Party 6 for today. And we got a Ice House beer for today. Been sipping on it for a little bit before the stream began. Gotta say though, I'm not quite feeling very tipsy yet though. I imagine it's gonna maybe hit me a little bit harder later on. So I'm probably gonna be on Team Waluigi. I'm gonna say Team Waluigi. Unfortunately, it looks like Waluigi is not doing too well to start off the game. But, you know, first game, it's Mario Party. All sorts of shenanigans can occur. So, you know, nothing to worry about, nothing to worry about. Ooh, which one would I have to play? 2-bit or Lose It? I forget what this one is. Oh, this one, yeah. Where the one player is in like a big spiky tube, and you're trying to hit the other 3 players. Basically knock them, make them lose. Waluigi, come on. He's got no... Oh, there we go. Look, whoa. Whoa. Got him. Right near the end, too. Hey, Doc, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Give you a shout out. What random clip will we get from the Doc today?
Oh, crap, a pencil. I'm taking that.
Oh, that's some Fallout? Looks like some Fallout to me. Heck yeah. Maybe one of these days, I wouldn't mind playing one of the 3D Fallouts on stream. I attempted the first 2, and I can see the appeal in Fallout and Fallout 2, but I don't think they're really games for me. I think the sort of like genre and formats maybe a little bit before my time, in terms of enjoyment anyway. Obviously, literally before my time as well. I think I was either a kid or not born yet. Well, they're probably like mid-90s, right? When did the first Fallout game come out? When did first Fallout come out? 1997. So I was 5 years old when the first Fallout game came out. How we doing? Waluigi's second place. We got 2 orbs. Boo's gonna buy the star. Not too happy about that. I'm on Team Waluigi. I do have a Waluigi emote as well. Chris Waugh. Talk Hawk is streaming. Yes, Dr. Snorlax is actually Dr. Octavius, arch nemesis of Spider-Man. Spoiler alert. Chimp Chase. This is one we have to like try to grab the monkey. Yeah, it's like a bunch of monkeys or something. I don't know why, I can't really recall too many of the, like... I don't know. What's it called? Like, I can't, like, connect the games of Mario Party 5 to, like, the names. But, like, I know the games. If that makes sense. Like, if I just started to, like play them or something. Like, if I like, saw the image too, I'd be like, oh yes, I played this game. You just tell me a name, though, I am lost. Absolutely lost. Oh yeah, also, I'm probably going to be mentioning this. Ironically enough, I forgot to mention this during my crossword stream earlier today. But I'm thinking sometime in August, I want to just have, like, a long crossword stream. Like, we're talking, like sort of like a marathon for me, like 10 hours or something like that. Where I just, like, do crosswords the entire time. And maybe in the middle, we'll break it up with, like, Amy's Baking Company or something, like a little bit of Gordon Ramsay. But otherwise, yeah, and like no real reason for it either. Just no reason crossword marathon. Just do crosswords for like the whole fucking day. I feel like it would be fun. Especially since I know crosswords is a thing that I usually have a decent amount of people that show up for it. I'll probably put more thought into it maybe like this weekend or something. If I did though, it'd probably be on a Monday or a Tuesday. Maybe I don't know, maybe a Tuesday. Just have a day off from work to kind of recuperate and all, you know? But, yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun times.
Finish!
And that is what we like to see. I want to post another Chris Waugh. Look at that. Waluigi now in the lead. Get fucked a boo. Your measly 3 coins. Oh, I got an email from YouTube telling me about, I don't know, something about being like a YouTube creator. It's kind of funny being, I don't know, categorized as like a YouTube creator. I just have like 50 subscribers, and it's literally just me uploading highlights every once in a while. You know, speaking of, now that I remember, I was thinking I might go ahead and upload CPU matches. Like, make a category. Like a playlist, and just have them be like my CPU matches, and like list them by like date and such. I meant to do that like last week, but I don't know, like got lazy and didn't do it. Just basically just to have like some maybe somewhat regular thing that goes up onto my YouTube. I was also considering crosswords as well, but then like I want to like run around and grab links for the crosswords and all of that stuff. I might just do it if I do like special things. I don't know. Booty? Yeah, booty. Love my follower emotes. Get your booties in chat. Come on, Waluigi. Wait, are the 7s good?
Finish!
Oh, well, I guess she got 3 7s in a row. That makes sense.
Finish!
I didn't even see where the star ended up being. Hey there, Gouda Senor. Hope you're doing well today.
Start!
1 times 1. That is 1. That is a very low score right there. 5 times 5. Significantly higher score.
Finish!
Waluigi's still in first place. I'm liking it. Although we do have to also keep in mind the bonus stars. So at least, wait, does 5 have the one for using orbs? I forget if it does or not. So I don't think every single one that has orbs uses an orb bonus star. It might be 5 that does, though. At any rate, strictly in terms of coins, we're looking at Peach right now for that coin star. Oh, DK time. Expand DOMs in chat. ×3 always makes things interesting. ×2, not that bad either.
Finish!
Waluigi. Geez, so Boo's getting 30 coins out of this. I feel like Boo's gonna be the one we have to end up keeping our eye on. For those of us that are on Team Waluigi anyway. Alright, 2 for 2, 2 for 2. I wonder how good the CPUs are at this. 3 for 3. Wow, it's gonna come down to like a hair. Ooh, oh, yeah, Waluigi. Let's go, Waluigi. And Daisy, that's good. I'd rather it be Daisy than, like, Boo. Boo would be, scary. Like I said, I think we gotta keep our eye on Boo here. I always found this minigame kind of neat, but I also found it to be pretty difficult for the 3 people. I don't know, I feel like you have to like really coordinate really well in order to win as the 3 people.
Finish!
I feel like Waluigi, sorry, Waluigi may end up getting the capsule bonus star potentially. I wish I could control a manta in real life too. I feel like it'd be pretty fun. It's like grabbing onto a little manta ray and steering it around. Actually, to be honest, I'd be probably afraid of its tail, like impaling me or something. You know, kind of like what happened to Steve Irwin. Or even not necessarily like, you know, in the heart or anything, but still like, imagine that tail just like spiking into your foot or your leg or something. That's gotta be nasty. Ah, good old Twister. Changes that star position to some other location. I have a small affinity to this game because it's like collecting gemstones. And, you know me, big Steven Universe fan. I like how... Oh, Daisy! Oh my... I just noticed Daisy's got 69 coins. How did I not... I guess I haven't been paying too much attention right now, but 69 coins. That makes me excited. I'm excited about 69 coins. But also, I'm excited about Waluigi being in first place. 2 stars. He's been using a healthy amount of orbs as well. And like I said, I'm pretty certain this is the Mario Party that has the orb bonus stars. So that should be some good shit right there. Oh yeah, get fucked Daisy. The Peach and Boo are doing pretty good on coins too, though. Kind of want them to not have as too many coins. It would be nice for Waluigi to be able to snag that coin bonus star too. Coin cash? Oh, if Waluigi plays well. This is one of the ones where no one technically wins. You just get a certain amount of coins based on how well you play the game. So Waluigi, play well. Waluigi, how are you letting Daisy do so good? Doesn't even get to 10. He did this last time too. He was not very good at getting the coins. Oh, I see what Waluigi was doing. He was getting to 69 coins. I see. Okay, Waluigi calculated all that. I take back what I said. He knew what he was doing. He landed on a red space, but I appreciate and respect what he just pulled off there. TBH, I want to clip that. Don't want to put a note there 35 minutes in. What's Waluigi gonna do? Back up to 69, let's go. I knew that we could believe in the Waluigi. Wait. Who just bought that star? That was Boo. I keep telling you, we gotta watch out for Boo. I feel like Waluigi is almost obligated by meme law to not gain or lose any more coins. Like when you're at 69 coins, you just gotta roll with it, you know? Like that's how many coins you got. Okay, I love the fact that Boo has like skates, even though he don't got any feet. It's just like ghost legs are propelling him apparently. I'm also bad at this game. I guess like ice physics. Waluigi, come on, Waluigi. Daisy cheated. She probably learned how to ice skate in Princess School or something like that. Also, wait, Boo has 3? Oh, Boo had 2. This isn't looking good for Waluigi. Huh. Not good at all. Alright, so the two princesses will exchange places here. Paratroopa. Paratroopa's not that bad of one. I kinda like it myself. Alright, what do we get? Oh, the spiky shell one? Yeah, what's it called? The spiky... It's gonna say the name, right? Spiny! Spiny, that's what it's called. Spiny. Bum 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 bum. Shy guy, please. Gotta scrub off the top of that there bus. What was Waluigi just doing? What is Waluigi doing? I mean, I know this can't be too difficult to control. He's just like swinging around randomly. Daisy, get up! What are they? I'm gonna freaking lose it.
Finish!
Okay, they won. They won. Okay, I guess it's not like literally every single bit. They can have like a little bit of leeway, but still. A little bit disappointed in that. Imagine if that had brought him back down to 69, I would just start laughing. Everyone else has so many more coins though. I'm like kind of losing hope for Waluigi. I mean, I want to have hope for Waluigi, but at the same time, he's not giving me much of a reason to have hope anymore, you know? Definitely having a bit of a disappointment. bum, 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 bum. I mean, I still think Waluigi maybe. I've been not paying attention to the capsules, but maybe Waluigi's still rocking that. I don't know, Boo's been doing a decent amount. Boo's also been winning mini games. It really seems like it is gonna come between Waluigi and Boo, I think. Unless we end up getting some wacky, like, chance time shenanigans. Which is still very much possible, We're not knocking the possibility of that. But that's kind of seems to be what we're relying on.
Finish!
See, there he goes, using those capsules. Kind of keeping an eye on Peach too, because her coins are kind of high. Want to keep an eye on her because she may be the person that ends up getting that little coin star. Especially when stuff like this keeps happening to her. Oh, interesting. So Daisy is right on the path for that star. And she's got 2, she'll go up to 3. A lot of star collecting though, I will say that. Ooh, but that there is a red spot. Maybe a 2v2. Depends on what Daisy gets here. Oh yeah, 2v2. Boo and Waluigi on the same side. Find that interesting since I kind of don't like them being on the same side. Alright, this is one where they do like a little race or something. I'll tell you what. Though I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick while this is happening. So I'll be back in a minute or two. Alright, and I'm back. Hopefully I didn't miss anything too important. Let's watch a random clip though. Oh, some
Yeah, that was
Amogus.
blue. I trust blue.
The classic Amogus.
Whoa! Wow.
Do not trust blue. That is the thing you learn from that.
Finish! Yeah, team is
Oh, I missed the last 5 turns thing. Heck. Ah, well. I'm sure nothing like super duper important happened. Oh, Daisy and Pete are on the same spot though. That's a little sus. Yeah, whatever. Pete can take that. Mostly concerned about Waluigi. Still in 4th place, by the way. Love that. Good luck, players. Come on, Waluigi needs bonus stars. You're out? Well, stop being out, Chrysalis. Or you know what? Keep watching even though you're out. Prove your loyalty to me. My sweet little Kokichi. What if I need you to do? Oh, a star. Oh, that's. I like how Daisy thinks. Actually, no. Why would she want? I mean, is just trying to get the coin star. That's making you not want to watch Crystallis. What if I need a moderate? What if I need someone to shout out Pope Squidward so I can see a beautiful, probably Zelda clip? And you're not here. But who? Look, I love Celine, but they don't appreciate Pope Squidward like I do. Oh, Mario. See, what would we have done without seeing that clip right there?
Finish!
The stream just would not be the same. But now it's improved because of you, Crystallis. You're like the person that throws away their trash so they don't start a wildfire in Yellowstone Park. And Smokey the Bear is proud of you. That is basically you right now. Congratulations. Right? It's an extremely high compliment and also probably a pretty rare one. Like I feel like a lot of people don't get complimented by being told that they're the sort of person that Smokey the Bear would like. So if that ever describes you, that's amazing for you. Also, can Waluigi survive to the very end? I don't know. He's gotta be careful, he's gotta be careful. Ooh, that was a close one. I was worried, like, at the very end there, Peach is gonna be like... pop. Pop like a little inflated balloon. There's been like thunderstorms all day. Or not all day, but for the past like 2 hours. You gotta go? No worries. Catch you later, Chrysalis. Oh, I will have fun. No need to worry about that. Gonna have hella fun. Oh yeah, let's go, Waluigi. We really need him to catch up and maybe get that coin star. That's gonna be so hard with Daisy. Now we gotta worry about Daisy. I feel like there've been Peach. I feel like. Oh, no one cares about Peach. I feel like we've not seen like a single chance time in this entire game. Granted, you know it is just 20 turns, but still, I feel like at some point someone would have landed on a chance time, right? That is not what is transpiring here. Alright, I have an important thing to respond to. But I am back and ready to get pissed off at Daisy. Where we go? Ooh, a 3v1. Ooh, Waluigi has a chance to be the sole winner here. Revolving Fire. Is this one where they hide in cannons? Is that this game? Oh no, it's this one. Maybe that's maybe that one is in 4 where they hide in the cannons, and the one player like lights the line and sets it off, and if you're hiding in it, you get blasted out. Either way, Waluigi just swept the board there. One more minigame that he's won. I feel like we gotta give up hope that... Wow, well... Actually, Daisy becomes kind of scary with those coins. If you figure that she could maybe get that coin star... And hypothetically, Waluigi, I think, is maybe getting Capsule. Then Waluigi's bone unless he's getting that minigame star, because... Well, that just fucked him. Folks, I think Team Waluigi's maybe come to an end. Yeah, 'cause this is the last board, I think. I mean, the last turn. It's either this turn or the next turn. Waluigi needs to get, like, all 3 bonus stars, but I don't think he's going to. Yep, but he's not winning this minigame. But how did they... Oh right, where they're standing is not where they actually ended. Well, at least Waluigi did better than Boo. I don't know. I'm looking for like a silver line in here. Okay, so this is the last turn. We like seriously need a chance time or something. Actually, are there even chance times? Like, now I'm questioning if chance time was removed for the sake of, like, all the capsules. Then, obviously, my memory of Mario Party 5 is a little bit hazy. Oh god, Daisy's definitely gonna get that coin star. Pushy penguins. I still feel like Waluigi probably wins in spirit, though, you know? Nope. I had my eyes on Waluigi, just watching him get totally screwed there. Hey there, Whack. They definitely did. Kind of like how rabbits get really busy. I suppose penguins are a little bit similar. Minigame star. It's probably not going to Waluigi, is it? Daisy. Yep, nope. Waluigi doesn't win. Well, that's a disappointment. I was worried about Boo this whole time, taking it from Waluigi, when it turned out it was going to be Daisy taking the lead. Wow, literally all three. Okay, you know, at least Waluigi wasn't last. Alright, so we got a Daisy victory here. GG's to Daisy, I suppose. Alright, so we'll be keeping Daisy in for the next round then. Victor gets to play again. Oh, that's definitely not right. Alright, so Daisy... let's have Wario... Toad and let's go Yoshi. Let's do a Future Dream. And I think for this one, I'll be on Team Wario. I feel like I almost never root for Wario, so switch it up a little bit. pick someone that I don't normally pick. It's a little boring when I just keep on picking the same person over and over again. Like having the same, like, 2 faves. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, root for someone else. DK's way over there. It's like the top left of the board. First star is also right by DK. Ooh, that's right by the beginning. So it's kind of, you kind of want to roll low to start off with, I think. I'm sure you're gonna have enough, coins to be able to buy the star early on. Potentially useful, actually, to use on yourself right here. Like, for example, right here, Yoshi just got completely screwed. Like, literally cannot get that star now. I guess unless it's a minigame where it's a coin collection as opposed to just winning or losing. That's the only way that he could theoretically win. There we go. Wario, we're on Team Wario. I'm on Team Wario anyway. Everyone else can be on whatever team they want, but I'm running for Wario. Hey, Princess. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good one. Good afternoon to you as well. Or evening. At least for me, it's kind of like evening-ish. Also morning, too. That is not how I do my command. There we go. What random clip shall we get today? Oh, nice. I think that's Skyrim or Elder Scrolls. That is definitely a lot of slashing. You know, sometimes you just gotta swing a giant sword at people that you don't like. That's some life advice right there. Oh, Daisy doesn't have the minimum amount. Interesting. That kind of helps everyone else, though. Getting to play a little DK minigame here. The sword is supposed to send people just flying. Huh, interesting. I've watched a couple of streams of Skyrim, but I feel like I kind of still don't really know what's going on, ever. It's like, oh cool, Skyrim. There's like a cool environment to explore, and swords and stuff. Looks like fun. Wow, 2 DKs in a row. Also DK roulette. Roll higher than a 4? You can definitely do that. Ooh, a 10. Wow. Yoshi just straight up cheating the game. Not a fan of that. Yeah, it does seem like one of the games where if I do see people playing, they kind of like goof around a little bit. Which is totally understandable. Wait, Wario gets to use that, right? Okay, I was gonna say that would be like... If he didn't get to use it immediately, that would be the most moronic thing ever. But Wario is grabbing a star. Team Wario fans, we just nabbed a star. Brings us up to first place. I wonder if it'll randomly pull up my Wario rant here. Nope. That is Tunnels from Giraffe Town. Not quite. Not even close, actually.
I like the T-posing boat in the air thing that he does.
Times 3? Times 1. Times 1, boring. Like getting that times 3 action in. I kind of like how the DK minigames can just like really just like turn things around, make things really unpredictable. Okay, so Wario got 13. I accept that. Extra 13 coins. Now imagine if that was times 3. Everyone would be plus 30 coins right now at the minimum. Yeah, I like almost feel like they can be unfair at times. I mean, I think it's only one space per board, but like still, they're extremely powerful. Toad's probably gonna. Yeah, Toad's gonna win. That one there can be a pretty tough one to coordinate for the 3 players, even when they're all CPUs. That is definitely a pretty interesting start to a round, though. Yoshi grabbing the star from a random, from a DK, actually. Wario managed to buy the star. I also was not even paying attention, so I'm not sure where it is right now. So Toad's probably going to use the transportation device too? See, I'm like not even sure how far or how close Toad is, because I didn't pay attention to where the star is. I kind of feel like I still didn't see it. So does this say swimming one? Oh no, quite literal heat. The fake outs. That one feels like that'd be pretty tough to win for the 3 players. I don't even know if I played that a couple, like the 1 or 2 times that someone's maybe played CPU matches when Mario Party 5's been up. Okay, if Toad wants to change places, I feel like he's gotta not be close to wherever the star is, right? It really makes sense otherwise. Wario, are you close to it? Gonna capsule though. What are we getting? A Lakitu capsule. Ooh, that's a pretty useful one. Oh no, is that a Bowser space? Okay, he's going down. I was gonna say otherwise. Probably not the smartest move to go into a Bowser space like that. Coney Island. Oh, right. Where they're trying to build the largest ice cream cone imaginable. Which also gets me craving ice cream too if I watch this one. Ooh, Wario doing a good job. Oh, he didn't move. What is Wario doing?
Finish!
Wait, does he still win? No, he ties with... I mean, tying is alright, but he definitely could have won. I don't know why he didn't go for any of the last 2 times. Also, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Daisy, important to note here, Daisy is just 2 coins away from having 69 coins. One of the other important markers, which character will be the closest and be able to hold on to the longest when it comes to having 69 coins. Extremely important. Wait, is he using Lacto on himself? Ah, right. If you use it on yourself, you can just nab something immediately. Taking the Mr. Blizzard capsule. I can respect that. Not a bad move, Wario. Wario just rocking that first place, by the way. Ooh, if that had been... Imagine if that had been a hidden star block. Alright, what is our 1v3 today? Fight cards? Mathletes. The one where they get the, yeah, this one. Last time the difference was 1 versus 25. A extremely large difference. 3 plus 4. Okay, 7. What are they gonna get? 5 plus 6. Looks like they win.
Finish!
And then they get whatever the coins are. So if you end up getting something like 9 times 9, it's just like that minigame gets you a super huge amount of coins. It can make a pretty big difference. I feel like I still don't know where the star is, because everyone just keeps... oh, there we go, Yoshi. Ah, Yoshi's got... oh, so Yoshi's gonna be at 2 stars. We'll be in first place. Sneaky, sneaky Yoshi. Oh, no, Daisy's right by it. Oh, Cherry went this turn. Oh, Wario might be able to grab that. I think Wario's within 10 spaces of it right now. He should be kind of just behind Daisy. Don't bother, Toad. You're not gonna get it. Yeah, we should be seeing Wario like right here, right? Yep, he's right there. I think he can do it. I believe. I'm on Team Wario for a reason. Yes, he makes it. Kind of funny, it went back to where it was at the very start, too. It's kind of like zipped between 2 locations. Alright, Team Wario looking pretty good. Switching places with... he's on a different one right now, I think, right? No, he's back there, but it doesn't mean he'll get another capsule. Maybe Wario can snag that capsule bonus star as well? I kind of feel like I don't understand how this minigame works.
Finish!
Yep, I feel like I'm just kind of looking at it and not understanding what was going on. But I will accept that I don't know what's going on. I'm guessing you like look at the top as the orbs are moving around and you're supposed to press A when a certain color is over your head or something. It's probably actually pretty simple and I'm just like overthinking it. Oh, a duel. Daisy will probably do for fools against Toad. Oh, a star. Oh yeah, right, she has enough coins. 50 coins for a star. Ooh, against Yoshi too. Shock absorbers? Which one is this? I thought it might be this one. Ooh, this one can be tough. So if Yoshi loses this, he's gonna lose a whole star. How long until they... oh, they do that, yeah. Okay, you got a pretty decent warning. Ooh, and there goes Yoshi. What a shocking victory. I just cannot resist a pun when I see it. So Daisy just snagged that star right out of Yoshi's hands. Very sneaky, very mean. I'm assuming Toad kind of wants to just hightail it to the star. 14, not bad. I don't know if that's enough to get him to the star immediately. Honestly, oh, it is. I was going to say, too, I wasn't even paying attention to where it ended up dropping. Okay, this time though, eyes are on it. Okay, the top left one. Oh, Daisy's right by it. And she can buy it. Ooh. That's gonna put Daisy in the first place. She will come ahead of Wario. And I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back.
I started with the monopad and... So Yuri fuck? Survivor perk, oh. That means if into the video, Rontaro's Survivor perk was this other monopad. Is this a map of the Ultimate Academy? The places open with mysterious objects are labeled too, as well as the room. And this is a complete map of the Ultimate Academy for gifted juveniles. So Rontaro.
Why don't you pick a cat? I'll take Letitch now for 800. It's not! It's expression! Bonjour, mademoiselle! I'd like to see Letitch now!
It's true, I know this from GeoGuessr.
Burt Reynolds!
Oh? He's hiding in manholes now? That's amazing. Oh, what was that? Was a homoerotic move. Oh, you're approaching me? Give muggers money because it saves time. This guy would be a good speedrunner. He's got the right idea.
Oh, hello. Apparently there's some sort of desyncing that happened when I was gone. We're fine now, though. I bet they happened to me before, too. Seems kind of familiar. Was Toad near? I forget. No, I think someone already bought the star, right? Yeah, I think I left right after someone bought the star. Thank you, Bowser, for your little intermission. Extremely useful. Alright, gonna be switching places with Daisy. A decent place for a star to be. Everyone versus Daisy? What minigame you want to get? Revolving Fire. That's one where the person spins around a fire, I believe. Yep. I feel like this is one that kind of favors the person on their own. Every time that I see CPUs play this, it feels like the singular person usually tends to win. Case in point. There you go. Tell you one thing, Wario definitely needs to get some more coins so he can buy his star when he comes across it. I think it was, what, the top left corner we were looking for? Oh, Happening Space. That's good, that's good. Happening Spaces. Actually, won't that one take him to the top left corner too? Not that it matters much, because you'd have to win like 2 minigames in a row. Oh, nope, it's taking him over there. Never mind. Oh wait, that is where the star is, though. alright. We got a 1v3. Beam Team. What was Beam Team? I actually don't know if I remember this minigame.
Oh! Star!
And there we go, Daisy's been caught. That one seems like it can be kind of difficult for the one person to successfully escape all of that stuff. Hey there, Moa. Hope you're doing well. Good evening to you. Alright, it's gonna be really interesting to see where Wario ends up being. I guess we want to hope for like maybe like a 3 or a 4, and then winning the minigame. That's what I would say. Best chance for him to be able to buy that star. How am I? I am doing pretty good. I had a person get fired from my job, so that's been the like the most interesting thing that's happened in my life in the recent weeks. Luckily for me, it just means I have to pick up the Thursday closing shift, so it's just one extra day a week. No real biggie. It's not like any other times where like a massive hole had to be filled. Other than that, doing fantastically. Hope you've been doing well as well. You had a closing shift today too? I don't know, I'm like ambivalent about it because like for me a closing shift means I have to work from 2 p.m. until 10 p.m. a 8-hour shift, and it's kind of like I'm usually so physically tired that it's hard for me to get to sleep just because I feel kind of like sore and stuff. But I also like it because it means I don't have to do stuff like count lottery or do like the daily service report for the business and everything. Because I'm like a lead customer service representative, so I'm like one level below a manager. So I have like various like on the computer stuff things I do. I work at a gas station. So there's like regular cashiers, then there's like basically like a lead CSR, which is what I am, and then the manager. So I'm like in the middle. So I have more responsibilities and all that than a typical cashier does. But basically most of them come from doing the morning shift, like counting lottery. Have you ever seen people that have like the little like scanner things that they carry around? I have like access to that, which cashiers don't, which is why I can do things like quick counts with those, or if you got like a delivery, I input into the computer. A cashier can't do that. But yeah, it's like a trade-off. Like if I do a closing shift, it's harder for me to get to sleep. But if I do a morning shift, I gotta be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. to like get ready and head off to work to make sure the store is open at 6. So that kind of sucks. You work at a grocery store? Yeah. Like, at least I work at a booth gas station, so... it's not one that you walk into. It's like you walk up to, like, a window, and there's someone behind the window, and they talk to you, and there's, like, a little box, and, like, if you want something, you, like, point it out to them. So, like, that's basically my job. But there's still, like, a couple of annoyances via annoying customers or co-workers, maybe is slacking a little bit or something like that. Still, though, definitely the easiest job that I've had. I can say that without a doubt. It is the easiest job I've had thus far. Not really, because, like, you would have to get out of your car to, like, come and talk to me. But it sort of is the same idea, like, you can just drive up, get out of your car, and, like, you take 5 steps and you can, like, start talking to me. It's like, if you're not getting gas, there's plenty of people that come by just, like, grab cigarettes, because it's, like, a lot quicker than going into an actual store. But yeah, that is sort of the idea. Like, not quite a drive-through, but like really close to it. Yes, we are both dealing with customers. And I would say that the customer is wrong 95% of the time, probably. Like, I suppose I'm a little bit lucky. I have a smaller location that I work at, so it usually tends to be more regulars that I see, as opposed to just, like, totally random people. So, like, a lot of my regulars are pretty cool people, but you still get that one person on occasion who's just a pain in the ass, for one reason or another. Like, one thing at my store is, so we have a lottery machine, right? But the thing is, I can't just put in the numbers for them. It's a store policy, they gotta fill it out on a little card. Or, like, I guess it's not little, it's like, you know, about, like, yay high, and about, like, this thick, and, like, yay high. Like, even if they just want to play one thing, they gotta put it onto a card, I can't punch it in for them. And some people just, like, they get, like, an attitude about it. And it's just like, you know, it's not my fault, that's, like, a store policy, I can't do anything about it. Talk to the manager if you got a problem. Still, you know, just rude people. I've also learned, like, a lot of people still carry paper money, even though we're in, like, the middle of a global pandemic, which seems odd to me. I feel like more people would kind of, like, switch over to having a credit card or a debit card or something like that. Very rare with her. Yeah, yeah. I have a couple of customers that there's like the something like you know you can't really quite put your finger on it, but there's just like something off about them. And you know, it's not that they're like drunk or intoxicated or something. There's just like something that's kind of off about them. I don't know. I've had some interesting experiences in about the year I've been working at this gas station. Yo, Yelmo, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that very much. Hope you're having a good day or evening, whatever it is in your time zone. Yeah, so, I do have a, schedule, if you just want to take a peek at it. But every week, I at the very least do one Mario Party CPU match, for a stream, which is what this is right here. I speedrun Steven Universe Save the Light, which is also something else I do. So those two things are like a guarantee every single week. If I'm off work, I usually do crosswords in the morning. And then I just have like a variety of other things that I do, like Ocarina of Time speedruns. Not speedruns, randomizers. But like, I know my way around the game pretty well, so I'm like sort of going fast when I do them. And like casual playthroughs of games, random oddities here and there. But yeah, that's kind of the general things that we do here. And the CPU matches here, they're basically kind of like just very fancy just chatting streams. So like we've got Mario Party going on, I commentate about it, and I also just like talk to the chat. Depends on how active chat is at that particular moment. Like, there have been times when it's been so active, I just, like, I'm not even talking about the game, because there's just, like, so many things we're talking about. And other times, like, chat's not terribly active, so I'm just kind of talking about the game, or rambling about stuff myself. At any rate, though, I'm currently rooting for Wario, so I'm pretty happy that he's in first place. I tend to not be paying enough attention to stuff like happening spaces or minigame wins, so I'm not like on the ball with where the bonus stars are. But Wario's been doing fairly decently. Unfortunately for the last round, when I was rooting for Waluigi, he did not win, he was in third place. And Daisy ended up winning, so Daisy got to be in for another round. This one gave me a headache last time too, because I just saw the CPUs making so many mistakes. It was hurting my soul. Difficulty, I always have them on the most difficult difficulty that a particular game has, which is usually hard or brutal, depending on how far along we are. Like this, like I'm looking at Daisy and like she's just going in circles. Sometimes it just hurts my brain because I don't understand why the CPUs just kind of suck at some minigames. But it's kind of funny because sometimes they're just really bad at minigames and other times they're really good. It's like not consistent. Alright, who does Bowser think is gonna win? Oh, we got Toad. Okay, so Toad. Oh, all the red spaces are. Oh, that is brutal. Every red space is going to be a Bowser space now. That is tough. Oh, you see my computer mouse? Really? Huh. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it now too. Well, you know, I'm playing this on a GameCube, so it's really odd that the mouse is appearing. But yeah, no, thanks for telling me. I thought I had it set so that the cursor doesn't appear. Okay, there you go. You will now never see the cursor on the screen again. I love how whenever Bowser appears, he just, like, lands and flattens a character. Classic Bowser. Ooh, Wario on the big ball. What's he gonna do? Who knows? Thing in Bowser's, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Like, Bowser doesn't really seem to have a super consistent height. Like, it kind of seems to arbitrarily change between, like, various games. Like, sometimes he's just, like, massively huge for some reason. And then in other games, it feels like he's... I don't know, like, maybe not necessarily human size, but, like, more regular size? I don't know. Kind of hard to think of, like, the exact word I want to use for it. I mean, okay, great example, though. Think about Super Mario 64 when you see him. And then compare him to Super Mario Sunshine. Like, in Super Mario Sunshine, Bowser is, like, huge. Like, he's massive. And then in games like this, he is very, very, very much small. He is tiny. Like, they just don't really have a very consistent height for Bowser. Yeah, Kyria and Galaxy is also very big. I guess that's kind of interesting too. If you think about like disclude like Mario Party and like all the sports games. If you think about just like the mainline 3D Mario games, it's like in Super Mario 64, he's not too much bigger than Mario. He's like maybe 3 times as tall. But then in Sunshine, they make him gigantic, and in the Galaxy games, he's gigantic. And then in Odyssey, I think in Odyssey, he's fairly tall, but not, like, gigantic. I forget if in Odyssey if he's like as big as his Super Mario 64 appearance or bigger. He's definitely not like Sunshine size though. I don't know, Nintendo. Work on that. Get your get your sizes a little bit more condensed. Get something more consistent. Or else we're gonna be big mad and complain. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it's been so long since I've seen Odyssey, but I remember, you know, at the very end they have like that whole wedding scene going on and all that, and so he was able to like fit into there and everything. But yeah, he wasn't like you know, fucking huge like he is otherwise in some other games. Oh yeah, by the way, just gonna throw out this command because it's also in the title, but the bid war is going on, by the way. And this time it's going to be between Mario Party 3 and Mario Party 6. Literally, even like 1 bit towards one of them will count. Otherwise, if neither one gets anything, I just will like flip a coin at the end of the stream and choose one. But it'll be between Mario Party 3, because that one has lost the past couple of bid wars, versus Mario Party 6 this time. And yeah, speaking of Bowser, bam, we just saw him. Good old Bowser. Yeah, we're definitely going to do at least one more, I think. Squared Away. Do I remember this one by name? Alright, yeah, this one, yeah. Where it's like very difficult for, I feel like this is very hard for the 3 players to win. Like, I feel like you have to do some really clever coordinating to be able to actually win this one. Okay, that one Yoshi screwed up. I don't know why Yoshi wasn't moving for that one. That was, like, very much not a smart move. Classic Yoshi, just not thinking. Hey, it's looking good for Wario, though. I love how Bowser just like punches the door like that. Very epic. Always going to be. Get roasted, Daisy. El draw between Yoshi and Wario. Wahaha. Can I get my I wanted to pull up the one where I bitch about Elon Musk being
Chrysalis.
Wario.
You missed this. Let's go into
Hello Marty, hello.
a letter to Benjamin,
How's it going, hun? Hope you're doing well tonight.
Pastor Gordon. Can't make this stuff up. Can't make it up.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I'm absolutely amazed.
A nice walk with gays. Yo, sounds pretty poggers.
The only reason I actually know about Sonic CD is literally because of the Sonic Shorts episodes from like years ago. The animations.
Sonic.
It's Cream! Camera! Where's she gone?
Shy Guys Showdown. If I remember, this one can be a little bit tough. It's like Toad just like fucking splats all over Wario. Cream the Rabbit sounds like a euphemism. Listen, maybe maybe they were trying to imply something. This is your Mario Party growing up? Hell yeah. Glad you will get to experience it for a little bit. We'll definitely be doing at least one more match. Although I'll be going to the bathroom and refueling up a bit. Yeah, I was also a big fan of the orbs. I think the orbs are really freaking cool. Like, what was it? Mario Party... I think Mario Party 3 had orbs, but it was just like you had one orb at a time. And then Mario Party 4, you got to have 3 at a time. Or it was 4 that you had only 1, and then 5 you got to have 3 at a time. Either way though, love the whole orb thing. Ooh, Wario? Come on, Wario. Wario? I'm on Team Wario, by the way. Come on, Wario, you got this. You got this. I believe. I believe. I believe. Oh, the jukes, the jukes, the jukes. You got... Oh, Wario, let's go. I'm pretty sure Wario has a pretty good chance of winning still. He's either first place or second place. He's in fourth place. Fuck. I mean, okay, it's only really to do with coins, though. Last turn, doesn't have the coin star. I think he might have the minigame star. I feel like he's been doing pretty good in minigames. I just want to pray. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum. I kind of want to see the new, like, what is it? There's gonna be like Mario Party, like I forget what it was, but there's gonna be like Mario Parties from like the first couple of games in like a package or something you can buy. I think in like October. I'm kind of curious to see how the boards and the games look like now they've been like updated, so to speak. Your friend drank an entire pitcher of Long Island iced tea. Oh, Lil Marty, you don't gotta tell me that's a cocktail because that is like literally my favorite cocktail. That and White Russians are my two favorite mixed drinks of all time. that is that makes sense though because a Long Island iced tea is basically just a bunch of fucking alcohol. You have like one of those and you are good to go for the night. An entire pitcher. I don't even know if I could do an entire I mean, I could probably do an entire pitcher, but I'm definitely going to be absolutely out of my mind. Yeah, especially if you're just going to be around people that are sober the entire time. That's like a little bit weird. Oh, he was trying to do the whole I'm sober, don't worry about it kind of thing. That's funny. Oh yeah, definitely not, because like Long Island iced tea, like I said, it's like basically a bunch of alcohol mixed together. Crystallis! Aren't you like busy with real life or something? You have a break? Why don't you give me a break with that Kit Kat bar? How about that? Took pictures of a butterfly. Cool. Alright, come on. Does Wario take this? 2 minigame stars. Yes, Wario. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Got a burger at the end of the burger sauce and 7 says. But you got garlic bread. Hey, at least you got garlic bread. Garlic bread's pretty good. Happening star. Come on, Wario, 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 Wario. Yes! Okay, I think Wario wins then. Does he win with 2 bonus stars? Fuck off, Daisy. Fuck off, Yoshi. Yes! Wario wins. Lip huggers. Let's friggin' go, gamers. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, take a quick break, grab some more alcohol. We'll do one more board. I like the T-posing boat in the air. And again, we got that bid war going on if you want to cheer even one singular bit towards one of the games of your choosing. I lost more brain cells. Yeah, I'll be right back. See you in a couple minutes. Elon Musk impersonate Wario than I did playing Potato Thriller, and that's a fact. It was just god awful. The entire thing just. I feel like I lost more brain cells watching Elon Musk impersonate Wario than I did playing Potato Thriller, and that's a fact.
I learned to drive in Florida. Maps for blank setting. It was me. It was me, Dio. Doesn't fit. Cute maid, obviously. I love this game. This is like the first sub story, and it's amazing.
Let our two brains, Brains.
Like, I know a bit of an Australian accent better. They might. Why the fucking cunt Bogans there? Lenovo competitor. Don't they make trains or something? Lenovo? It sounds familiar. Oh, for something that cools. Oh, computer. You wanna know why it sounds familiar? I knew it sounded familiar. One of my monitors is Lenovo. Oh, that's a train company. Have you seen the full like 5 minutes of Elon Musk as Wario? The entire it's amazing. He's not funny whatsoever. Like I just had a straight face the entire time. Like I don't really say the word cringe very often, but I feel like that's the only word that really properly describes what I spent my time watching. Was just cringe. He doesn't even do like the Wario. He doesn't even do like wah ha ha. He doesn't even do that laugh. He doesn't do the Wario laugh. Like a 5-year-old could probably do a better impersonation of Wario.
Fuck, my nose is really fucking itchy. Holy shit. Ah, my nose has never been this itchy in my life. Okay. I'm sorry if that was loud, but I had to sneeze without closing my eyes or looking away.
But, you know, each country's a little bit different. There's some really, really odd differences in like their accents actually. Whoa! What the fuck did I just do? What did I just do? This thing I'm standing on looks like an Among Us character. Please ring for service. It does though.
Alright, gamers, I am back. So yeah, let's do one more CPU match for the evening.
Let's take a little bit of thing on. Work, sand mission, and call it finished. I really hope you've enjoyed this one. It's sparked your imagination.
Also, this is like vodka and sparkling water, so I'm gonna be kind of drunk for the end here. Gay Dude 69. Wait, who won? Oh yeah, Wario won. Oh yeah, Wario. Let's see, we didn't have Mario or Luigi both in yet. I don't think we had Koopa Kid either. Pirate Dream, let's go. The dream of the pirates.
Wait, it has no arms. What? Dude, no. The fuck is that bullshit? What's that? It has no arms. What the fuck?
The only bad thing about this clip is that it features my exes.
Like, in what world is that okay? Wait, it has no arms.
And let us set them off.
What? Dude, no.
Wait, is that did I just get the same clip twice in a row? I know, right? Sad times, to be honest. Yo, shoutouts if you remember when I had girlfriends and then had to break up. You're like a real OG if you remember that whole saga. I mean, not really. I feel like real OGs are the ones here for like Tigger's Honey Hunts and like Mario Party Minigame Island speedruns, but yeah. You remember? Oh yeah, I know you remember, Lamarty. We've known each other for a while. It's kind of crazy though. I went from like having a horrible like after effect from my exes breaking up to me, and like now things are like fairly good. You know, still could definitely have some like improvements here and there, but you know, overall, good job, good roommates, good friends. Can't complain all that much. Oh yeah, so I guess I'm probably gonna be on Team Wario again, by the way.
Finish!
You don't want to date anyone ever again? Yeah, I mean, that's valid. I mean, I feel like especially after my last relationship, I'm kind of like super hesitant. Like, I definitely still want to, but I'm definitely like not like super enthusiastic about it at the same time. Oh, come on, GameCube, stop being so laggy. I mean, I would maybe not call that so much as, like, you know, you being an asshole, maybe more like recognizing that you're just, like, not in a position to sort of, like, you know, date someone at the moment. Like, I know I definitely, even though I kind of wanted, like, intimacy again after my breakup, I definitely wasn't really in a position to just, like, properly date someone again. Not emotionally, yeah, it's like, exactly, like, that makes a ton of sense. It's like, kind of realizing that you're just, you know, not in a position to date someone for one reason or another. I mean, if anything, that just goes to show how much self-awareness that you have, which is a good thing, you know? Alright, so I'm on Team Wario again, right? So why is Wario in last place? I'm not terribly fond of that fact. Granted though, it is like the first like 3 levels, right? 3 turns. Plenty of time to turn around. Plenty of time to turn around. Meaningless arguments, yeah. I mean, if there's like, I don't know, any sort of like life advice I would give to people, and like, I might not be the best person to ask this because I've been in one relationship and I've never been like married or like in a very long relationship, because, you know, mine was only 10 months. But I feel like a lot of people don't... I feel like a lot of people, from what I've just observed, are more focused in a sort of like in the moment and don't really think in the long term. So it's like, you know, cool. You both like the same TV shows, or you both have like the same, like, you know, you both like Italian food is like your favorite kind of food, or like Chinese food is your favorite kind of food. But, you know, 3 years from now, is that going to pay the bills? Is that something you're going to be able to bond over? Are you going to be able to, you know, when things get tough and you have disagreements, you know, is that going to be able to help you get through it together and come out better as a couple? Like, I kind of feel like a lot of people get wrapped up in the whole honeymoon phase and don't really think about the long terms and whether or not you'll be compatible through all those, like, serious things. Because, like, at some point, that sort of, like, super intense feelings are just going to kind of, like, die down a little bit. And, like, wanting to be with someone, it kind of becomes more of a choice, I feel, as opposed to just, like, being completely fueled by feelings. Because, like, for me, when I think about, like, even before I maybe tell someone that I like them, just, like, on my own, I think about these sorts of things. Like, from what I understand, do their, like, life goals and, like, careers and all that, like career interests, what they want to do in life, like, would that align with me? Are there any contradictions? Whether that's, like, something I disagree with, like, if hypothetically, they wanted to be like a police officer, I would not want to date them. Just like, I'm not interested in pursuing that sort of like route whatsoever. But in other things too, like, would their job have them traveling the world a lot? Like, do they want to be, I don't know, like a, okay, it's not called a tugboat, but like a carrier boat? Okay, it's like, you know, like a massive boat that has a bunch of cargo. Cargo ship, is that the word? Yeah, like, okay, it's like if they want to be like a cargo ship driver, so they're like away at home from, you know, like a large amount of time, would that be compatible with me? Would I be okay with that? What if one of their long-term goals is that they want to move to like a different country? Say, for example, they want to move to Italy. That's one of their goals. Like, could I work that into, you know, my life and stuff like that? Like, I just kind of like think about these various things to see where like are very large things, if there's any sort of contradictions, before I consider like telling them I like them or want to like seriously pursue them romantically or anything like that. And yeah, so like I guess I feel like a lot of people don't really do that. They just kind of like live in a moment and think like, oh, this person makes me laugh a lot, so I want to like date them. Which, you know, isn't bad, obviously. Like, you know, you should date someone that makes you feel great and all that. But like, in addition, there's just like other things, like other serious things that come into mind. So like, maybe even if someone seems really good, maybe there's just like too many contradictions in the long term that just... Like, if you were to date them, either you or they would just have to compromise so many things about their life that it just like isn't compatible in that way. Which also isn't like a super bad thing either. Because I feel like that would be an example of where, you know, maybe you don't end up dating that person, but maybe they can be like a really good friend to you. A good friend, but not necessarily someone that can, you know, share their life with you in a way that would work out for the both of you in that manner. I don't know. Pretty serious topic. Let's watch a Bob Ross clip. How about we do that?
And we'll start with a titanium white and go around the same order I have them on my palette. And we...
Great clip. Very, very glad that played. Give me an inspirational Bob Ross. Come on.
All right, now I've already covered the canvas with a thin, even coat of magic white, so it's wet, slick.
Literally the same clip.
Let's get started. We'll start out right here with a small amount of Indian yellow.
Okay, same clip but slightly longer.
And he's very young, probably.
There we go. Bob Ross with an owl. I'll take it.
But he is one of those gorgeous critics. Big and big. Oh, look out there.
Which, by the way, if anyone's interested in this Shadow Player I have, Twitch.guru, that's what you can use to go to it. Should be like the third option down, the shout-out player. Can literally shout out anyone, like Vesper, someone I follow, have followed for many years. They have a Twitch inspiration too. Splatoon clip.
What's with all the squid bagging going on?
Shout out Varlden. Shout out.
Either way, Neptune's looking strong right now. The Stingray. Oh, see, Kyo, you can't
ZFG.
squid bag and then miss the jump. Okay, that's not how this works. You missed it again. You can't squid bag people and then miss the jump twice in a row. This is a call out post for Kyo.
My honest, innocent stuffing is about to come gushing out.
Oh, I like this clip of me. Also my ex's place, by the way.
Wait, hold up. I should do like the tease, like What?
Where would I save those 2 minutes? Okay, so look at.
I literally did spit out my tea for that,
Look
by
at
the
this
way.
forest temple.
I had to
Look
clean
at-
it up
look at those
afterward.
places. Look at that. Look at that. That's because I paused one.
Worth
frame
it for the
too late
content,
3
though.
times. I lost a minute because I paused 1 frame too late 3 times in a row. And then there's like some, you know, like scattered time save around the run. Oh, I got 10k bid.
Oh, you know what? I love, I never done this before. Richard Sage. I love watching him. Let's get a clip from him. Ocarina of Time speedrunner, by the way. Did I spell it right? Why is it not playing a clip? Will it play one from Ricky? From Mikami?
Don't worry, Link. Lights. No, I got one, Mettaton. I got one. Right at the end, after I hit the switch, there's one, like, right at the end before you go for
Oh,
the
do
jump.
you know Richard? Or are you just, like, saying something?
So yeah, I'll keep this in complete secrecy. But, trust me, I'll let you know when it happens, okay?
You're just saying Richie. Understandable.
Finish!
You watched Mikami in 2016, 2017, so we probably met there. That makes sense, cause it was like either that or Sarcry stream, where like you and I met each other. Like I definitely knew of you before you found Scatter, I would say. You know, speaking of, how did you find Scatter? Cause like for me, like Scatter randomly found me on Twitter, and I forget like how he found me, but like I looked at his profile and he seemed like a cool person, so I followed back, and then like I started watching his streams. So like that's basically how I like wandered on over to. Yeah, my GameCube. Oh, wink, wink. Seems to be lagging a little bit. I don't know why, because usually Dolphin runs smooth on my computer. Y'all didn't hear that though. $10 coins, everyone can contribute. Wario, come on, Wario, I'm rooting for you. Stop being in last place. Because Blood Whale hosted Scatter at like 4 a.m. for you. Hehe, my time's better than Marty's, but I didn't want to say anything. We became temporary SMS rivals. Oh, do you have like a little like rivals to lovers thing going on. That's cute. I like it. I like it a lot. Even the stream's lagging for you? It's like when I'm talking, it just like lags for you. That is weird. Like, I get Dolphin lagging for you, but I don't get like the stream lagging for you. I feel like the last 2 or so streams have been a little bit fucky. I don't know why. Buffers? I don't know. I hope it's like maybe a Twitch thing and not a me thing. Like, I guess it doesn't matter much for CPU matches, but if I was doing something else, I'd be a little bit annoyed if it was kind of laggy like that. Yeah, you just flew ahead. You became like one of the masters of the CPU matches. Yeah, because, like, I'm not dropping frames on my end, so that is a little bit odd. Then again, I'm not the most techie person around, so what do I know?
They just keep coming, and we don't even know what they are. We don't know anything.
And do I see a spaceship Yoshi? Unfortunately, Yoshi is actually not one of the characters in his CPU match. Thanks for the raid, though. Super appreciate that. Bam! A random clip from Spaceship Yoshi. What do we got? What do we got?
It's so satisfying just fucking beating them down with the bat.
Oh, that's some Mortal Kombat right there.
Did he leave?
Or Tekken? No, I think it's Tekken. That's Tekken, right? And it looks like the game froze on you. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thanks for the raid, though. How are you doing?
Marker. First.
Oh yeah. By the way, are you playing more Metal Gear at some point? Or did I miss the rest of your playthrough of that?
You're absolutely right.
Because I don't remember if like you played more of it or I missed it or not. But yeah, y'all should totally follow Spaceship Yoshi if you're not already.
That's no good.
You finished 3, but you're considering 2. Is 2 Sons of Liberty? Because that's the one that I'm most familiar with. Because
Damn it.
I didn't play it as a kid, but I watched my my sister's boyfriend play it.
That was a cool little.
And I also know the speedrun for it too, because it's been on GDQ a couple of times. Yeah, like the one where you're primarily playing Raiden, right? That should be Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, I think. Yeah, like at the very beginning, you're playing as Solid Snake on the ship, and then afterwards, you're basically just playing Raiden, and you're on like some installation above the ocean or something. It has a name, but I forget what the name of it is. Big Shell, that's what it's called. Oh, did you pull up an old clip? Nice. Yeah, I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game, but I've seen playthroughs of a couple of them. I just love how there's like various like extremely long sort of cutscenes in various ones. Like, is it Metal Gear? Is it the third one where you're climbing the ladder for like 5 minutes? And it's like literally 5 minutes you're climbing the ladder.
These fucking little candies.
And then you know, Metal Gear Solid 2 has the whole like, I guess like fourth wall breaking, if you want to call it that happens. And then I think it's like Metal Gear Solid 5 where half of the game is just cutscenes. And it's like, not even exaggerating, there's like an hour and a half worth of cutscenes or something like super insane like that. They've all got the fourth wall breaks. I like in the third one, so like when you're fighting what is it, like the forest or whatever, the old guy in the woods. Like, I was there during your stream when you were doing it, and like I didn't know that you could just like put the game down for like 2 weeks and then you end up winning because he just dies from the time. I went to YouTube to look up that cutscene just to see what it looked like. I love the fact that that was like just a thing that the game had. It was ridiculous, but it was also really funny. Yeah, exactly, like a feature film in one of the cutscenes. Also, is it Metal Gear Solid 5 or another one where there's a character and I don't know, it's like the villain has like his foot on the protagonist's chest and he's like pressing down and he's like, I'm going to make America great again or something like that. And I think it came out in like 2015. I just remember that because like it got circulated a lot during the first presidential election back in 2016 with Donald Trump, because that was like his whole thing was, you know, make America great again. So it's like, wow, you kind of nailed the villain right on the dot there. Yeah, it was like, wow, like you like he waited to fight you and you took that away from him. You just let him die of old age. How can you possibly do this? Oh, it came out in 2013. Wow. So it just kind of predicted it all from happening, huh? I'll say Twisted, good to see you. Alright, let's see. Twisted, do you have any clips yet? I guess not. I'm gonna have to like watch one of your streams and at least clip you once. So we get some clips whenever I shout you out here. Oh yeah, by the way, Yoshi, I think you asked me if I watched Loki yet, and I binged it all in like 2 days. And it gets like a double thumbs up from me. Fantastic. I want the next season ASAP. Highly looking forward to it. I also watched Endgame for the first time just yesterday. I still hadn't seen it, even though it's been out for 2 years. So, spoilers, if you've not seen Avengers Endgame, I'll give you a couple seconds to, like, mute me or something. So, you know that meme reaction image that's like an old man, and it's like, no, I don't think I will. I had seen that so many times, but somehow I never got spoiled for the context that that's Steve Rogers old. So that came as a complete surprise to me. Like, immediately after it happened, it took me a couple of seconds, and I was like, wait a second. That's the meme, isn't it? That's the meme. Somehow, all the times that I'd seen a reaction image, no one had ever spoiled it for me. Which is interesting, too, because going into watching Endgame for the first time, I knew that Tony Stark was going to die. Like, I got spoiled on that because it was just kind of like everywhere on the internet. It was kind of difficult to avoid. But I got like fake spoiled because I was under the impression that Steve Rogers died as well. Like, I thought the whole thing with Endgame was that Iron Man and Captain America both died. So, in a way, I was kind of like fake spoiled. Because I was expecting Captain America to die at some point, and then, you know, he didn't. He got to live a full life. So that was pretty cool. But yeah. Also, thank you for the follow, and hello. I hope you're doing well. A Steven Universe follower alert. Sorry, is it Morik or Fox, whichever you prefer. You have just stumbled upon a huge Steven Universe stream. First of all, if you... Oh, sorry. Wait. There we go. The logo that is in the font of Steven Universe. I speedrun Steven Universe Save the Light. I have 6 of the 10 world records for the main categories and the miscellaneous categories. Pearl is my favorite gem. Normally you have to pay some channel points for this, but Pearl's gonna boop ya. Boop. You've just been booped by Pearl. She is one of my favorites, next to Spinel. Going to pick up the camera for a moment. We're going to switch on over to this view. Wabam! Junko Enoshima, if you happen to like Danganronpa. But here we got Spinel, also on my wall. We got Majora's Mask, because that's my favorite Zelda game. If you look behind me, you probably saw that. That is obviously the top of the temple in Beach City. Yeah, love me some Steven Universe. Your favorite is Garnet? I do not unfortunately have any Garnet merchandise. I do have this though, a little Peridot pin. Trash Queen. I did go to Empire City Con in 2019. Which means I got to meet Dee Dee herself. I was extremely happy about that. I was also doing a Mystery Girl cosplay at the time. And I have also met Rebecca Sugar. And when I met her, I could not say anything to her because I was like, wow, I'm in the presence of Rebecca Sugar. I'm too nervous to say anything. But yeah, Steven Universe, this would definitely be the stream for you. Let me see if I can grab the picture. D.D. Walden. There you go. There's a. I was also cosplaying as Mystery Girl. But that is me meeting with DD. And there's me meeting with Rebecca Sugar. Where again, I actually like talked to DD for a little bit, but when it came to Rebecca Sugar, I was just like completely at a loss for words. You almost like Blue Diamond and Sapphire in personalities. I did two of them as well. They're also two really good characters. For me, at least like in terms of like relating to the characters, it's like Pearl, Spinel is like either even or slightly below, and then Peridot and Lapis, I like the two of them quite a lot. And then after that, no character really sticks out too much, but I do enjoy basically every character when it comes to Steven Universe. Love me some Steven Universe characters. I even have a Spinel OC, which I also have a Pento. Oh my god, this is like incredibly difficult for some reason. But yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Her name is Zara, and she is a Spinel. This is a piece of art that my roommate did for me. Roommate/friend. And I need to get a new container for it because I kind of broke it. But that stays over here on my desk. She's a OC / like kind of like low-key a Sona, so you know I feel fairly connected to her. You're an artist. That is so cool. I do a little bit of writing myself, and I've been trying to get into art again, but I just kind of like keep falling behind on it. Like I've got a tablet. My roommate is an artist. They can kind of like help teach me the ropes and all that. But I just kind of like keep like not finding the time for it. But I do write though. I actually have a degree in literary studies. And as far as I'm aware, on AO3, Archive of Our Own, I imagine you probably know about it if you're into fandoms and all that. As far as I'm aware, I have the fanfic for Mystery Girl X Pearl that's out there. That like specifically focuses on that particular ship. I mean, it's been about a year since I've searched for it, but I imagine no one else has surpassed me. It was at like 70,000 words, I think, when I finished it. But yeah, Steven Universe, love it. Huge influence on my life. I started watching it sometime during season 1. I forget when exactly, but it was between Lapis's first appearance and the finale. So like the third quarter of season 1, I imagine. But yeah, a long time. I was there for like all the Steven bombs. The torture of getting 5 episodes and then having to wait like an entire week the next one to come out. Extremely brutal. Oh, same? Heck yeah. But gosh, oh, you can carry this too. My box of goodies right here. I think it's in here. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so like I mentioned, I went to Empire City Con. So there you go. It says my pronouns. Your pronouns are she, her, and then your name. You can write on it. My name is Claire. A little bit of flair too, with the blue heart and the golden star. Yeah, that was a ton of fun. Oh, I got to listen. I got to listen to Dee Dee saying "It's over, isn't it?" in person. And like I was like almost on the verge of tears. Just like being in the same room as Dee Dee singing it. Oh, it was amazing. Your pronouns are she, her, awesome. Frick yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, it was just such a good time. There was someone that was cosplaying as Bismuth, and they were like probably be the like 6'4", I want to say, like almost like a proper like Bismuth height, and they had like a wig that had the like rainbow dreads and everything. It was really cool. I saw an obsidian that had a sword that was like twice their body length also, which was like a really cool thing. Oh yeah, like I love Steven Universe so much. And it's one of the things I will try to get people into in some way if I can, just because of how much I love it. And I also just love meeting other Steven Universe fans as well. You know, it tends to be that I get along with people that are fans of Steven Universe. Because, like, first of all, chances are, if you're a fan of Steven Universe and you're, you know, like, a teenager or an adult, you're probably, like, gay or bi or something like that. And, you know, being pals with other LGBT folks is pretty cool. But then, like, beyond it, it's just like, you know, people tend to be, like, very accepting, understanding. Is this like such a cool thing that exists? And whenever Rebecca Sugar ends up working on something else, I'm going to be like right behind it, like extremely keenly interested. You're queer, pansexual, fuck yeah. Trans lesbian here myself. But yeah, I've met so many cool people just because the Steven Universe exists. It's like forever gonna be grateful that it was a thing. And then other things too, like She-Ra as well. I wasn't like quite as invested into She-Ra as I was Steven Universe, but still a pretty big fan. I mean, Adora, by the way, like, Adora can kick my ass, and I would thank her. Aw, thank you. Yeah, funny thing too, okay, I love my hair, but I honestly, the webcam does not pick up my hair, as well as it could. Like, there's just, like, so much more layers to it that the webcam doesn't pick up. It's like, whenever I post a selfie on my Twitter or, like, in my Discord, it's just, like, so much better. Leave it on the webcam, it does. It's got so many curls to it, so many depths. One of the features I'm definitely most proud of. Owl House, yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about Owl House. It seems that and Amphibian is what people have like moved on to since Steam Universe and Shiro have ended. And like, I don't know, like neither of them have really drawn my interest to wanting to watch them, but I really appreciate that they exist, for sure. I just kind of love the fact that they can make, like, cartoons and such and just have characters that are, like, gay, bi, queer, lesbian, whatever, and it's something you can do now that was kind of unthinkable 10 years ago. It's because you made so many strides. Oh yeah, Lady Demestricule. Yeah, she could tear my throat out and my lesbian ass would fucking thank her for it. She is amazing. Reflective of real life, exactly. You'd thank her if she kicked you in the face. That reminds me, like, I read an article a while back, like months ago, I think, and it was like, you don't want Lady Dimitrescu to step on your face, and it was like the article was like all the details about how she's like 9'6" and weighs such and such, so like if she was wearing heels and stepped on your face, it would like do this to you or do that to you. I'm just like, speak for yourself, coward. Lady D can still step on my face and I would happily thank her for it. Sounds like you're kind of wrong there, random internet article. Yeah, no, like, I want her to treat my face like it's a barrel full of grapes. Just fucking go at it. Don't give a fuck. I'm ready to take it. Also, I will be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. 1 sec. Alrighty, I'm back. Hi, gamers. You're 5'9". Ooh, Fox, I'm taller than you. I'm about 5'11", almost 6 feet. How's hey, Pop-Tart? Got your Xbox back? Heck yeah. Glad to hear that. Yeah. I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed. Like, in a sense, I feel conflicted. Like, 5'11" to me feels like a mediocre height. Like, I either want to be like a couple of inches shorter and just be kind of like an average height for a woman. But also, I would not mind being a couple of inches taller and being like 6'4". Because I just feel like if I were like 6'4", but also the fact that I'm a woman, just feels like it would be a very epic of me. Just so I could like appease all the sapphics that want to be like picked up by a tall woman. It's like, oh, hello, my little 5'7" friend. Let me just pick you up. Pick you up off the ground like you're a little grain of corn. Well, so I suppose that's what like heels and boots are for. Like I have a pair of boots. I refer to them as my butch boots, and they make me about 2 inches taller. So I'm like probably roughly about 6 feet tall when I'm wearing them. Unfortunately, you can't pick the height. It just like comes to you, or doesn't come to you. Tall wouldn't have powerful auras though. Yeah. To be frank, that's honestly another reason why I really like the Steven Universe fandom, is because it's extremely rare to find someone that likes Steven Universe and like is transphobic. Like most people that are into Steven Universe seem to be you know, if they're not trans themselves, they're accepting of trans people. So it's like the opposite of a red flag. It's like a, I don't know, a green flag, I guess. It's like, oh, you're a fan of Steven Universe, you're probably going to be an accepting person to be around. Which is also another thing I've been grateful of, for finding Steven Universe fans throughout the years. Oh, are we smooshing Mario for a star right here? Still on Team Wario, by the way. And we just got into first place. Team Wario, let's go. You're a cis girl, but you have trans friends and you support them. Yo, heck yeah. That's pretty epic of you. Yeah, like, one of my exes, she's also a trans woman. In the house I live with currently, 3 of us are trans. The other one is cis. She's pansexual, though. So, like, none of us are, like, cis straight people. I mean, I guess, like, in general, like, my, I guess, like, my Twitch community, it's been kind of a little bit dead today, but a lot of people on my Twitch, they're, like, non-binary or trans or gay or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't get like TERFs and random assholes like that, because it's like literally every trans person just wants to live their lives. Just be like, you know, hey, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm non-binary. I'm just gonna like do my thing. And then some people are just like incredibly angry about that for like no particularly good reason. Quite silly. It's kind of like you said, it's like literally not difficult at all to just treat people with respect. It's like not even asking people to like see you as like a a partner or like someone to date. It's just like, you know, treat me as a woman. Just, you know, say, you know, my pronouns are she, her. Refer to me as such. Call me a girl. Call me a woman. And yeah, that's like pretty much the bare minimum, and we're good. And some people can't even do that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if we want to get like super technical, like, you know, like if someone calls themselves a feminist because they're like a rad femme and they like disclude trans women, I don't feel like it's helpful to say that they're not feminists. I'd like rather take the route of like acknowledging that they're feminists, but in a like bad school of thought, if that makes sense. But like I do get the idea behind it to be like, yeah, like they're, you know, bad people. They're coming from like a bad faith argument and all that stuff. I just don't want them to be like completely discounted, if that makes sense. Like discounted from like a bad field of thought. And yeah, too, like literally, feminism benefits men, and I feel like there's a decent amount of men that don't realize that. Like, if you want to talk about how men aren't allowed to be seen as emotional because it's like weakness or something like that, like, you know, feminists are the ones fighting for that to not be the case. Or they bring up stuff like suicide rates and stuff like that. Like, feminists are the ones that are bringing that up. Meanwhile, you have like so many like huge like you know, influencers like YouTubers and such that are men. They try to like discount that and just talk about like masculinity and trying to just like, I don't know, the whole like alpha stuff or whatever. I don't know, it's a little hard to me to like put together the words because I'm kind of drunk, but I hope the idea is getting across though.
Finish!
Like, if I recall correctly, I believe it's like feminists that are kind of like at the forefront of fighting for like men being imprisoned or something like that. For something specific too, I think. Or like feminists. I believe feminists were the one most opposed to the draft, like especially back in the day. Like they're literally trying to fight to make things better for men, but men just like kind of don't see it for some reason. But yeah, exactly. Toxic masculinity. I mean, you know, affects women and non-binary people more, but it does affect men as well. Like, it feels like they want to use women and or feminists as scapegoats. But like, men also just kind of like encourage that behavior amongst themselves too, which is like bad, which is something that should be shared, should be like changed. Like, you know, if someone says that, like, you know, men can't be shown being sad or like not showing their emotions and stuff like that, like, that's false. Like, they should be able to. There should be nothing seen as wrong about that. And like, sure, yeah, maybe there is some woman out there that will like think negatively about men that do that, but I feel like for the majority it's like other men that do that, like that just kind of like discourage like showing emotions or talking about your feelings. So it's kind of like, you know, we're just kind of like asking them to not do that. And to, you know, be more open to sharing their feelings and all that stuff. And yeah, it's like, you know, at the end, it just kind of like benefits everyone if they do that. Ooh, okay, so Mario's getting one of the bonus stars. Wario? Okay, Wario gets a coin star. Happening? Honestly, was not paying enough attention. Koopa Kid. Ooh, I don't know if Wario wins this one. I was on Team Wario, by the way. Stars and coins? Wait, for real? Did Luigi just lose on a dice roll? What? Wait, okay, so they both had the same amount of coins and the same amount of stars? 4 stars and 50 coins. Wow, I have never seen this before. That is amazing. That is a first time right there. Amazing. I'm gonna like take a note to highlight that real quick. Alright, I feel up for doing like one more like shortish CPU match. And I think that'll be it. Oh yeah, so is Mario the one? Let's toss in. How about Waluigi, Daisy, and Toad again? We'll do a short one though. This one's just going to be 10, I think. Yeah, we'll just do 10. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of alerts, since you wouldn't have seen them, my other alerts are also Steam Universe related.
So this is what the humans like to call a pogger. Mm-hmm.
This is a test.
Thank you, the cameo, for that.
Ed Telethon.
Oh, that's from Ed and
donation's
Eddie.
bigger than a
Right.
$5.
This is it.
You can't beat 'em. Show off. Let's
Where's Raid? Raid's not on here for some reason. But yeah, Steven Universe, very good. Oh yeah, I guess I should pick whose team I'm on for this one. Okay, so like I would usually pick Waluigi, but I feel a little bit tempted to pick someone else. You know, how about Daisy? Let's do Daisy. I'll be on Team Daisy today. Yeah, there we go. Let's root for Daisy. Daisy, Daisy, give her lots of praises. I love her as much as someone named Maisie. And now my words are becoming kind of Daisy. English literature degree coming in clutch right there. I honestly just need to, I need to write more often. It's just been so long since I've, like, properly, done some writing.
Finish!
Kind of feel like I'm, not like missing out, but I could definitely do more of the writing stuff. I wonder if someday I could complete the, not that anyone would know this, but like, I have like a whole like fictional world that I came up with, and I wrote like 15,000 words, like a couple different chapters involving that particular universe and everything. I just kind of wondered if maybe like getting back to it someday. It would be super cool if I were to like write a book someday and it ended up becoming like a movie, like a Hollywood standard movie. I would just be like super ecstatic about that. Swapping places with Waluigi. And Mario does not have the stars for it. A lot of places being changed though. My GameCube is lagging a little bit again. Can't believe that Peachy is the winner. You know, despite being called a underwater level, they don't really discuss how the characters are actually able to breathe under here. I feel like that's a little bit of a lore that seems to be left out here. Feel like this question needs to be answered somehow or some way. Oh, Toad getting onto that. Oh, Toad getting onto that chain jump. Love to see it. See, like, I want to say that it's still early game, but we only gave it 10 turns. So I feel like that's not really an early game, it's just kind of all coming at you at once. Waluigi is second though, and I do like that. I do like Waluigi being in second place. GameCube, stop lagging. Really has been lagging quite a lot recently, hasn't it? Okay, I think I'm gonna be right back though, because I kind of want to grab some more vodka. So yeah, I'll be right back there, gamers. Oh wow, that was a completely different setup. Did not mean to do that. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. But yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alrighty, I am back. Hello, hello. Oh, webcam back on. There we go. Just in time to see Waluigi control the Manta Ray. My favorite thing. What? Are we on turn 5 yet? Last 4. Oh, we're even further along than I thought we were. My bad, my bad. I feel like I'm like so tempted to order a pizza. I just really want a pizza right now. With lots of pineapple, because I love pineapple on pizza. Probably my most controversial opinion imaginable. I love pineapple on pizza. Alternatively, something that helps me make friends by liking pineapple on pizza. Alright, and that's where the star is. Not too certain who might be near it, though. I guess no one is particularly near it at the moment. Triple jump, let's go. I mean, I am still rooting for Waluigi. Will going last somehow ensure that he may be one of the top players? $78, $79. What does Mario get? $77. Okay, Waluigi, time to get an 80. Blow them out of the water. Show them how powerful you are. 70. Waluigi. Making me disappointed here, Waluigi. You know, it's like you get on the team to root for someone and then they just kind of don't do it too well. Is a little disappointing, to say the least. Salute to Waluigi, I guess. He has lived his last week. What's the point of this minigame? Are they just trying to make it like not like the star is not visible? I'm a little bit confused. Okay, so Totem Mario won. I honestly am not sure why they won. I accept it. I don't know why though. Ooh, last 2 turns. Let's go, gamers. By the way, before the stream ends, the bid war, by the way, no one has done anything for either direction. We're reaching that point where I may just have to flip a coin, decide who wins. Mario. I don't want Mario to win. I am not on Team Mario currently. Two-bit or lose it. I do remember what this one looks like. Two-bit or lose it. If not, you're good enough. I love how you get the sponsors from Hudson right there too. Stop lagging. Stop it. Stop it, very on the pogs of you. Last turn. Again, the bid war thing. If you particularly care about which Mario Party we do next week, your last chance to throw in any bits or cheers to help make that particular game happen. Bum 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 bum. Start. Where'd it go? Mario is just like, no, I'm gonna win this. I don't give a fuck. And I respect that. Vesper, no, I meant to do shout out to Barlgrim.
Alright, so you gotta do your ladder boost, right? And you're gonna be looking at Florp here. The timing's pretty specific. Once Florp hits the top of this wall here, kind of where he is right now, that's when you've got your max height. That's when you want to pull back and move to the right. And so we're going to get Florp in the right spot and do our boost. Nice. And then you hold down and then to the right. Then you're going to be above this wall. Once you get to this section here, just hold up until you can't go up anymore.
Epic clip, eh?
And you can now dash to the right. Easy.
Girls hit Waluigi. Oh, girls hit the Waluigi.
I just go over here to get the attack badge.
Girls hit your Waluigi.
Huge.
Cause Uptown
anus.
Funk gonna give it to you.
You got me, Lyrie.
Oh. Twister.
Alright, can we just appreciate Pearl's ass for a second, though? I'm glad they included that, cause that Pearl has a nice ass. That's just a fact that we have to acknowledge about Steven Universe. So the fact that I don't get the first chest there, I just go over here to get the
Waluigi.
do the log. Huge anus. Ha 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 ha. You got me, Lyrie.
Was not the same clip twice in a row? That was the same clip twice in a row. I'm not happy about that. Angie.
And consume. Grab this fire extinguisher.
Isn't Waluigi losing this?
If I would get caught, I don't know what to say.
You wait. I feel like you shouldn't have won that.
Fuck, I
don't know how I
missed
wouldn't.
it.
I mean, I'm not rooting for Waluigi, but like, I don't know how a minigame works.
And I even saw him alive and then started a task, so I didn't see who did it. I have no idea. I just did the...
Oh shit.
No, I have no idea. I was an admin at the ID code.
Classic.
It was like, I saw him on the side, started...
Bonuses. What are our bonuses looking like? Waluigi. Girls hit your Waluigi. Ooh, girls hit your Waluigi. What's Uptown Funk gonna give it to you? Toad. The happening spaces. Does that go to Waluigi? I don't know. Okay, Waluigi and Toad. Oh man, I need to. Does that mean Waluigi wins? Goodbye, Toad. Waluigi wins. Let's go. Waluigi is the McFrickin' Dreamstar. Now that is how I like to end a stream.